Okay, we live, man. Let's kick this thing off something like this.
And yes, we here again.
Come on.
Hey, listen, we got some stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
It's Bernie the Boxer, blocking the gossip, ready to lock and load. Letting the truth be told. So check out this episode.
Hitting you with the hard facts.
Who be getting their jaw cracked if you ain't got the knowledge of the sweet spines?
Fall back.
Call they bluff, they quick to scream, pull up, fool. Have some goons in the old school, park inside your living room. Dudes be faking the news for the sake of reason and views. Changing narratives with propaganda. Stay tuned, let's talk boxing.
No job, no gossip.
You want the facts, get it first
From Bernie the Boxer.
The mother podcast trash, they'll never be hotter. Cause spreading rules, they'll be the news for power.
You know it. Come on. You gotta eat, sleep, breathe this to understand. If you ain't been,
you ain't a genuine boxing fan.
Get your news from the source,
not these fools popping off
about
who can be who.
Come on.
What.
Let's go.
Never felt the pain from the rain, brawls, and the wars, but want accolades, even though what they report is false. Listen, dog, all your favorite fighters' belts coming off, and they coming home with us.
Just agree to log on.
Let's talk boxing.
No job, no gossip.
You want the facts, get it first
From Bernie the Boxer.
The mother podcast trash, they'll never be hotter. Cause spreading rules, they'll be in the news for power.
You know it. Come on. It's Bernie the Boxer.
You are now tuning in
To the Bernie the Boxer podcast show. Yeah. About what's going on. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's cold-blooded, boy. I swear to God. Shout out to my boy Steve Penn for that wonderful introduction song. The hit maker, Steve Penn. You understand? Okay, you know who it is. You know what it is. It's yours truly. It's Bernie the Boxer. I say, did you miss me? Come on, man. Yeah, appreciate everybody in the chat, man. I swear to Jesus, I appreciate everybody, man. It's noon on a Wednesday. You understand? We trying to get over that hump. And the kids stuck in the house, should I say, on my own, wanting to be stuck in the house. And sitting around, I have nothing to do. I was on the internet and I seen a couple things floating around. I want to address it. Okay. So here he is. Like I said, you know, it's yours truly. It's Bernie the Boxer. Let's go. Okay. See, yeah, cuz I had to come early. I ain't had nothing to do. I'm sitting around watching murder mysteries and First 48s and all kind of stuff over here. I'm sitting in the house, man. I ain't got nothing to do till it's time to go to the gym. So let me go ahead and talk. Okay, I usually go Tuesday and Thursday, but you know, it just like I say, you never know with me. I'm a me type of guy. I'm a spontaneous type of guy. You know what I'm saying? So when the spirit moves me, okay, all right. But you know what I'm saying? We got it down Tuesday, we got Thursday, a Saturday, and I see, like I try to say, everybody that know me, like I don't know how many I got, 35. So 35 people know. I had my partner told me, said, Bernie don't know when to catch you. How? You got to know. I got 35 people know. So if it's higher than I got 5,000 subscribers, then they know. They might not be able to tap in, but they know. You understand? You know who it is. Yeah. Okay. All right. So like I say, you know what I'm saying? I've been on the internet and we've been talking. And, you know, of course, we all want to know who Bud Crawford going to fight next. It's been a lot of speculation about who could. There's been a lot of talking about a lot of fake call outs wanting to fight Crawford. And we're going to address all that again. Okay, let me get some super shout outs. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Just a guy, you know, I got Relly over here. You understand? It's a Davis thing. Okay. I got Boss Man in here. I got Cypher Supreme, Graylin Jones, Mike Wilson. You understand? Come on. I got my people with me. I got Prophet. We gonna talk all that stuff. We gonna talk all that stuff. I'm gonna get to some comments, but first, let me do my talking. Okay. So I was sitting around again. I was talking, and you know, we got a lot of things going on with Boots, and everybody giving a lot of speculation on Boots. So I want to address that. You know, Boots is definitely a talented fighter. You know who he is, from Philly, 31-0. Now he's the IBF welterweight champion. And, you know, obviously the number one contender at the 147-pound weight class. And, you know, a tremendous talent, a switch hitter, a hard puncher. I would call him a boxer puncher if I can give him anything. And, you know, come from a fighting city, Philadelphia. Got tremendous coaches like Rasheem Jefferson. You know, was a 3-time national Golden Glove champion from different weights. I think 106, 112, 119. You know, man, he got his father with him. They was all fighters. The sons was contenders for the championship. And so, you know, this guy ain't coming from just nothing. You know what I'm saying? He come from a fighting family in a fighting city. So shout out to Boots, you know what I'm saying? And keep doing your thing, kid. But I did want to address these things about Bud when you talking about Bud. Okay. Now we talking about Bud now and Boots. So if you see my title, it says, why didn't Boots take the WBO route? Okay. That's the one thing that we're not addressing. You know, you got a lot of guys talking boxing. You got a lot of guys claiming to be doing all these interviews and everything. But at the same time, you have to do research, and you somewhat a journalist, you know, you're somewhat a journalist. So I've seen all these guys putting a microphone in Boots' face, but nobody asking no real questions. You know, nobody's asking no real questions. So I'm asking the question. If you see it, I got my number posted at the top, and we will have a call-in portion in just a second. But let's start from there. You know, why didn't Boots take the WBO route? You know, again, you know, it went from Danny Garcia to Virgil Ortiz to Boots. If I'm not mistaken, I seen a guy here and say he was just one spot away or something away from the mandatory spot. And, you know, so again, I hear a lot of people talking about Boots, but I don't hear Boots saying nothing, you know, and I think that speaks volumes in why he didn't take the WBO route, you know, as again, you know, when you're not a champion, you're a contender, you're ranked in all 4 sanctioning bodies, you know, and he was ranked, of course, highly in the WBO. If you've seen every interview that he post-fight interview, after every fight, he said, I want the IBF. I'm going for Earl Spence. So I just want to address all you guys who's saying that Bud is ducking, and I just want to, let's talk about it. You know, who's really ducking? You know, they called him up on the phone. He was in his hometown with, I guess, hometown heroes, Gilly and Wally or whatever. And they called him on the phone on the spot, and Bud put him on the spot and said, well, how did you make the fight? You know, so everybody that gets the camera, they never bring up that interview. They nobody never brings up the WBO route. Nobody never brings up, when did you make a call to us and how was you really trying to make the fight? So again, I'm not really addressing Boots. I'm addressing the people, you know, and the people seem like more they want to fight than Boots wants to fight. You know, again, I've gave Boots a couple gems to use. He still hasn't used them, still has yet to call Crawford on the phone and talk in a friendly manner and just say, you know, I understand where you're coming from, but make his case. You understand? Still has yet to do that. So it's just all these things going on, and I want to know why. You know, like I said, a challenge by the show. Man. And also I want to address, you know, okay, so it's like, you know, not saying that I know he's with Showtime, who's affiliated with Al Heyman, which is no longer in boxing anymore. Showtime is no longer in boxing, but at the time. So you're still on that side. And I feel that's the reason why he was pushing towards the Spence fight, because he's more affiliated with them. Now, if he's a free agent, you understand, and however you want to do it, you know what I'm saying? If he's a free agent at the time, he never tried to push through and try to get in between those two guys fighting, you know. And at the same time, you know, boxing is a selfish sport. You know, you can't, it ain't there's no, if that have been us, we would have got our shot. If that have been Bud, no, we're not stepping back. We're not sidestepping. We're not, if I feel like I belong in that spot, I'm going to try to do whatever I can to take that spot, whether it be, you know, whatever, this mandatory route. He got 2 different ways, but he's chose to stay in the IBF. And, you know, when you living and you have to do what's best for you. And I think that, of course, he took the IBF route because Spence was an easier fight. I think that was it was an easier fight. Not only I feel at the time to be made, but I feel like it was an easier fight for him and a stylistic fight, you know? So, I was watching and I was thinking the same. I was thinking about the fight. And if you see when Ugas hurt Spence, it was because he fell over. He lost his balance and Ugas countered him, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, the same mistakes that Errol Spence was making and that Ugas was able to capitalize just a little bit, you know, and when he dazed them and he went to the ropes and everything, we way levels ahead of Ugas, you know. And so of course, it was a one-sided beatdown. And we got to keep people talking about, like I said, Bud said, man, the guy got to have a eye exam, and if you got to have an eye exam for sure, and if you got a hurt rib or something like that, or whatever they said, why would you take a fight like that? You got your father with you. You know what I'm saying? You got your father with you. You got a long-time trainer with you. Why would you, how do you love yourself? You understand? Why would you go into your biggest fight compromise to certain degree? Like I say, Bud has admitted, man, I'm hurt too. I go into fights hurt. Yes, I agree. Fighters go into fights hurt. Mayweather said the same thing. But at the same time, not to where, again, latestly we had Shakur, his hand was hurt. But if it was that bad, then he would have got out. I think that dude crazy, because I think it was damn near that bad. You know what I'm saying? And some people are that crazy. But again, it was a big fight. It was a big risk for him too. And I'm not saying that it does not happen, but at this stage and level, why would Spence and his team, who, like I say, he has his father, he has his longtime trainer, why would they let him do that? And like I said, but I was getting back to what I was saying was that, affiliated with PBC, he fights on Showtime, and those guys was fighting on Showtime. And I feel like that fight was easier to make. But again, he never take the WBO route. And it's like, I see everybody calling for the fight, and I wouldn't say, again, it's everybody's fanned out. Virgil Ortiz went up to 54. Stanionis definitely don't have nothing to offer us. Ugas is sitting down, definitely don't want him. Thurman is sitting out the way. There's, the welterweight division is really a low-class division. Blair Cobbs ain't hitting no shit. I can't even think of nobody else that's hitting on nothing, really. So the welterweight division is kind of dead, the guy number one contender. But I'm asking y'all, how come this man didn't take the WBO route? Every time y'all put a camera in his face, y'all never say, you was mandatory. Why didn't you try to make the mandatory? Why didn't you try to go that route? You understand? So again, I'm just dressing these guys, not Boots. Everybody making up. Boots ain't said nothing. Everybody else talking. So I'm asking y'all. I'm asking you. Why this man didn't take the WBO route? Okay, anything I'm saying, you can question it. You can look it up. You can see that he was ranked in the WBO. Tell me that, in the call-in section. But and then to my point, was like, I seen a comment where a fella said, well, Bud is acting like Keith Thurman was. No. It's two different situations. First of all, we came into the division with a championship, okay? We were already fighter of the year. You understand? We had already been in a classic fight already. We was already a 3-division world champion, already on the pound for pound list, and all those things to be said. Boots has done none of those. You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to Boots. I'm just saying this guy has done none of those. We were a 3-division champion. We were already making waves when we came. So why were we kept out for 5 years? It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. So I'm saying a guy like Boots, who's definitely on the crust of his chance, but again, I feel like it's more of the people asking for the fight than him asking for the fight himself. And how is you gonna want something for somebody else more than they want for themselves? How are you gonna want something more for somebody than they want for themselves? Y'all ignoring everything. I don't know if the hate for Bud is that serious. Y'all hate Bud that much. You know what I'm saying? But you got to respect them. You know what I'm saying? You might not have to like me, but you got to respect me. You understand? And is that the avenue that we coming from? So it's just like, again, he ain't asking for the fight. He ain't called. He ain't said nothing crazy. He ain't talked nothing slick. He ain't said nothing except for, I will fight him. I will fight him. Everybody else talking about that. Everybody else talking about that. So again, going on what we've been doing and been kept out for that long time. Like I say, Bud is a fighter. He don't give a fuck about fighting Boots. Beat the shit out of Boots and send him home. But again, this is a business at the same time. This is a business at the same time. And while I'm talking about business, again, as I mentioned, when Bud entered the welterweight division, he was already fighter of the year. Keith Thurman ever been fighter of the year? Spence ever been fighter of the year? I don't know. Ugas ever been fighter of the year? Danny Garcia ever been fighter of the year? I don't know. I can't say. I don't believe those guys ever got fighter of the year. So, we was already fighter of the year, 3 division world champion, 2-time Lenio coming in the division. You understand? So, this I don't understand where all this coming from. And so like I say, I ain't got too much to say. My main thing is, why didn't Boots take the WBO route? If anybody else, I'm asking anybody else affiliated with Boots, anybody that's striving for Boots, you ask me. So I'm telling you, next time I call Boots on the phone myself. Before that, I would like text him on Instagram. I called him on Instagram. Of course, I didn't get 2 rings before it hung up, which is okay. I'm just saying, when y'all got a chance to get to him, why don't y'all ask him that? Ask him, why didn't you specifically take the WBO route? That's one question I just want to know. If somebody, all these fellas that get the YSM fella who always interviewing them, shout out to YSM, I don't care, why he ain't never asking that? Why is Boots didn't take the WBO route? Tell me that. Then at the same time, why would he take him? Why would he let him strip him? Oh, keep the championship so I can be the mandatory challenger. Keep him so I can be the mandatory challenger. Yeah, keep the belt so I can be the mandatory challenger. You know what I mean? You don't got to strip me. I'm gonna impress it on you. I'm gonna appeal to your ego. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna appeal to your ego if I'm him. Because at the end of the day, the longer you don't take the championship, they ain't gonna give it to nobody else because you're the number 1 contender. You're the most deserving fighter. Okay? You're the most deserving fighter. So they're gonna match you. If they strip him, they should have matched you with the highest contender. But you see, for some odd reason, they just handed them the championship. Which is sad. And if he didn't want to get it like that, then he shouldn't have took it. Ain't nobody saying that. If he didn't want it, he shouldn't have took it. We got to talk about name value in here. We got to talk about name value. Tank don't got no real championship. Okay? He had 1 championship long time ago. But name value. You understand? Ryan Garcia wasn't no world champion, but he got name value. You understand? Come on. Rolly got name value. Okay. They brung in Tony Harrison to fight Zoo because he had name value. Okay. So all this, I didn't want the championship like that. Man, miss me with that shit, man. Ain't nobody asking this guy no hard questions. You feel me? Ain't nobody asking this guy no hard questions. Nobody. And we've been fed to the wolves straight from the gate. You understand? So, again, man, I feel like, again, how I'm gonna jump off the porch if you ain't jumping off the porch? What's that kid's name? What's his name? They talk so much crazy about him, and they dogged us about the fight. But he talked himself into an ass whoop. This guy that got whooped. Benavidez, right? Did you see him walk up on Bud? Man, he lucky he didn't get punched in right then. You don't walk up on nobody in the street like that. Bud ain't the type of guy you can just walk up on me and just talk crazy to me. Man, you'll get stole on, man. I roll you up like a blanket, boy. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just, if you want to fight, do something. If you want to fight, do something. Why ain't y'all imploring him to do something? Ain't nobody imploring him to do nothing. Everybody trying to put it on Bud. Oh, Bud this, Bud that. Bud ain't doing. Listen, come on, man. Y'all got to put the blame on where it go. Y'all wanna, I don't know. I guess what he say? You don't like the truth. You don't love God. You understand? The truth is, why didn't he take the WBO route? Okay. Why didn't his father said it? And it's still terrible for y'all. His father said it. No, we weren't looking for Crawford. That still didn't satisfy you guys. What else is gonna take? I'm just saying, come on, man. I asked him. I'm waiting. So now I'm giving them plenty of time to make up everything that sound fancy. Say it. Give them a time. I'm asking you. I got how much 100 people over here? Y'all know somebody watching me. They tape everything I do. So asking, go right as soon as we get off. Go put the microphone in his face. YSM. Go put the microphone in his face. He stay in the gym, right? Go chase him down and ask him why you didn't take the WBO route. That's what I'm waiting on. Okay. So let's get to some comments, man. Appreciate everybody in the chat. You know who it is. It's yours truly. It's Bernie the Boxer. Okay, like I say, you got the call in number right there. I got the villain said he wasn't daring to be great. I agree. Okay, Avery Whiteside says because he's following the same road as Earl. Easy route junior. No matter which way you take it, it still leads to a dead end. Cold-blooded. Taco K says Bud 2 times. Yeah. Bud KO's Boots. Come on, we gonna stop. You see the now look, now it is the difference in difference in the amateurs, but again, when applied to pressure, Boots break down. You watch that fight against him and Gary Russell. And what you think we gonna do? Be on his ass. I watched the interview with Freddie Rojas, and he said this. Yeah. What you hit him with in that round, you ain't gonna hit him in the next round. Sound like something about like Sugar Ray Robinson to me when they talk about Bud. It's almost like sound Sugar Ray Robinson. He said you didn't give him a rematch because he didn't figure you out and it wasn't gonna happen. You understand? Okay, so like I say, we going by round to round by round, huh? The best adjuster in boxing, huh? Outside of Mayweather. Who adjusts better than Bud? Like you say, I didn't fought punchers, I didn't fought movers, I didn't fought tall, fat, skinny, wide. I didn't fought them all. Every style you could think about. Every style you didn't think about. Okay? Okay. And I done figured them all out. Ain't had a close fight yet. Ain't had a close fight yet. All right. Okay. Ain't had a close fight yet. Taco K says, what's Oakland in here? I got Harold Robinson in here, but I ain't called in for the call in portion yet. But we gonna let him in. You reached the Bernie the Boxer show. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is I call myself Boxing Dojo. I'm calling from New York.
Shout out to New York. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, are you on the show live now?
I'm on the show live right now.
I just got one question, one thing to say.
Go ahead.
They're sweating Bud about fighting Jerron Ennis.
Yeah.
If Jerron really wants that fight, what he needs to do is go up and take that 154 title from what's the boy name up there?
Zoo. Zoo.
Yeah, you need to go up there and get that belt from Zoo. Now you got a belt. Now you got something, and the 154 title. Now you got something to offer, but he ain't got shit to offer Bud right now. That's all I wanted to say.
I agree. Appreciate you. Let me.
I love Bernie the Boxer.
That's right. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Right,
NY. Like I said, that sounds like a good feasible option, but it ain't going to happen. You know what I'm saying? This guy been riding the IBF wave forever, and it just ain't going to happen. You know, he definitely don't want to move up. He's supposed to be a big 47 pounder, but yet to move up. I got PA in the house. Go ahead. What's happening?
How you feel today, man?
I feel great.
Philly, man.
Shout out to Philly. I'm feeling excellent, man. How you?
Yeah, I'm great, man. I'm watching your show, man. I'm trying to figure out why you're misleading folks.
How?
All right, well, Boots petitioned to fight Spence when Crawford announced the Avenesian fight, right?
You said what now?
Boots petitioned to fight Spence when Crawford announced the Avenesian fight.
Boots been trying to fight Spence from day one. What are you talking about? It don't matter if he was fighting Avenesian. It don't matter. He's still talking about.
The question was, why didn't Boots go the WBO route, right?
Exactly.
Right. So Boots was number 3 on the WBO.
And he reached number 1 at one point.
On IDF.
Okay.
So why would he go petition when he's number 3?
He moved up to number 1.
He never did move up to number 1.
He had by default, Danny Garcia and Virgil Ortiz both moved out. So Virgil Ortiz turned down. Wait.
Actually, Ortiz did not move out. Ortiz and Boots was taken out when they petitioned to fight for other belts.
What? No. If you go back to bro. No, I ain't even gonna. No, we ain't even gonna start that. I already did a show on this already. I already did that. So fella, no. Go get your research. Now you can get your research. Now you can go put. All right. Well, tell me when. All right. Well, give me some facts then. Stay some times and take some dates.
Facts. You keep talking about Danny. Danny was not in the top 5.
Man, Danny Garcia was the.
It was Ortiz.
Oh.
It was Thurman. Then it was Boots.
Okay, now at the time, now go through all the rankings. That's what I was gonna do before. Go to the rankings go to rankings for the last 3 years. Go to rankings for the last 3 years.
Okay, well, actually, right, Ortiz was number 1 when Porter got the fight.
Okay. So Porter was definitely gonna get the. Okay, so
wasn't even in the top 5 at that point.
Okay, so listen. Okay, this is all I'm saying to you. Okay, even if he was number 3, bro, he could have still listen. Virgil Ortiz was ranked to hire him, and Danny Garcia. It was them. It was them.
It was not Danny. It was Thurman.
Okay, it was Thurman. Okay, now Thurman wasn't doing nothing. We know he wasn't gonna get the fight. Okay, so you could still petition. You could still make a way. Listen, he not fighting. He's on the injured list.
This, right?
All right.
Don't have to be a mandatory due to petition anything.
Listen, no, just like Shakur, you can have somebody call in and do whatever. Man, that man didn't want the fight. He still don't want the fight. Why he ain't calling nothing? I don't give a fuck.
No, but why you lying though?
I ain't lying about nothing. I ain't lying about nothing. And fuck you, nigga. I ain't lying about nothing. Pull some receipts up. Put some receipts up. Put some receipts up, punk ass nigga. Hello, go ahead. Pull some receipts up, punk ass nigga. Go ahead. What's happening?
Young from Syracuse, man.
Shout out to Syracuse.
Hey, man, listen. The guy that just called from Philadelphia, man, look, you got your timestamps all wrong because I'm about to give you some gems real quick.
Go ahead.
Before Boots fought Cooker John, he fought Custio Clayton for IBF eliminator. Let's get that right.
Yeah.
And at that time, Boots was number 2 because Virgil had just got diagnosed with rhabdomyolysis.
All right.
The first time.
Mm-hmm.
And at the second time, Boots was still number 2, and the WBO was vacant.
Mm-hmm.
So yet again, we want to know, why didn't he take the WBO route? We know why. The excuse is because Spence had 3 belts. But you said it earlier. It was the easier route, and they figured Spence was going to eventually drop the belts because they thought he was going to avoid Bud. But at the end of the day, he had to fight Bud, and that's why we got the fight we got. So all that other shit these guys be talking about, man, they don't know what the fuck they talking about, bro. So, shout out to you, though, Bernie, and appreciate you picking up my call.
I appreciate you, family. And like I said, I'm not appreciate you again, fam. Like I say, I don't have nothing against Boots. I'm just saying it seemed like he has people it's all passionate calling me about that. They ain't call in. Nobody else ain't saying nothing. He still ain't saying nothing. He still ain't picked up no phone. Bud had to call on the phone. Bud wasn't no mandatory challenger for no Earl Spence or wasn't in no IBF. He had to call the man on the phone. Yeah. This better not be the same fella. Don't call me bothering me now.
You said it was a call enforcement show, right?
I know, but I'm done talking to you.
What happened?
I'm talking to you, but you ain't saying nothing. You still ain't saying nothing.
You had me on hold. I couldn't say nothing for a while.
Oh, I thought I hung up on you. Shit.
Oh, you hung up on me. Oh, that's what happened. Okay.
Shit. Yeah.
Now, the fact of this, Bernie, listen. October 20th, 2022, Crawford announced he was fighting Evanescence. 2 days later, Boots petitioned to fight Spence.
Okay.
He was number 1 for the IBF.
So that was just last year.
He was still number 3 for the WBO.
Okay.
And Crawford didn't have a mandatory due.
Okay.
The IBF hadn't had a mandatory in 5 years.
Because they had Spence. That's why. Because they wanted to keep Spence. Okay.
Well, no, that's not true either. Actually, what happened, every time the IBF tried to make a mandatory, either the dude would lose or it would be a draw. The first time, I can't think of his name, Muslim boy, he fought Cody Crowley. He was the number 1, and Cody Crowley was number 7, and Cody Crowley beat him. Then they had Lebanese versus Clayton, and they was a draw.
Okay.
And then Boots fought both of them. That's how he became the number 1. And when he petitioned to fight Spence, they didn't mandate the fight.
Okay, which they wasn't going.
2 title eliminators.
Okay. Okay.
Crawford hasn't had a mandatory since Porter.
Okay. Okay.
So to ask to become a mandatory when you're number 3 and his mandatory ain't even due, how is that gonna work?
Okay, so listen. So I'm asking you this. Okay. So you're number 3. Now, who are the top challengers? Who are the top 2 before you?
Ortiz and Thurman.
Okay. So now you got Ortiz who turned the fight down publicly. Then you got Thurman who ain't fought in forever. So now that's your case. That's your case. Okay, these guys. All right. All right. Listen.
How you gonna ask to be his mandatory when he wasn't even due to fight a mandatory?
Bruh, Listen, he talking about what to do. Okay, so you gonna wait on the motherfucker to tell you when something happened? I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Okay, I'm saying, okay, you at your job, whatever job it is, and the top spot is the top spot is available, and the two top people that got more experience than you are doing nothing. So you're gonna sit down and just say, oh well, he don't want it, so I'm just gonna sit over here. Now, like I say, I'm just gonna sit by. I'm not gonna go to the head man, the CEO. I'm not gonna say, well, damn, they don't want the position, but I want the position. So you're gonna wait for them to pull you up into the position. I'm just asking you. Oh, man. All right, bro. Listen what I'm saying. Listen, I'm talking logical. I don't know about this. I'm talking about. All right, okay, so listen. Okay, but listen. Okay, but number 3. Okay, but being number 3. Okay, so if you take out, okay, you talking about dude, man? Shut up, man. I'm done, bro. He don't have a mandatory dude, bro. What does that got? You make a mandatory dude, bro. What is you talking about? You make a mandatory dude. What the fuck, man? Come on, you make a mandatory, and not to mention. Give me a one post-fight interview where he said, man, he never even mentioned the WBO. Never even mentioned. Come on. Never even mentioned. Never mentioned Crawford. When he get out there, he keeps saying, I'm with the IBF. He said that after he knocked out Clayton. Well, I'm with the IBF. The big fish is in here. I hope I get him. Then I think they might have had to ask him, where's Crawford? What about Crawford? Okay, yeah, I'll fight. Yeah, Crawford. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead. What's up? Nathaniel Sims.
Yo, what's poppin', Bernie?
Ohio in the house. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, I'm sitting there listening to the show and shit, man. I'm seeing niggas like saying false shit, right, about this WBO shit, right? Like when Crawford announced that he was fighting Avenesian, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they did petition the IBF to fight Spence, but they also could have petitioned the WBO to fight Terrence Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
When you plan the ranking systems and the politics of that as a contender, you play all the sanctioning bodies.
I would.
Not just one.
I would.
You feel what I'm saying?
I would.
Now, as far as Virgil Ortiz, it was Virgil Ortiz. It was Sean Porter. It was Keith Thurman, and it was Conor Benn. Conor Benn got took out because of the PED allegations. Thurman inactive. Sean Porter, Crawford knocked him off, but Sean Porter got the fight because the fight was offered to Virgil Ortiz, and he turned it down twice. So what Sean Porter did, he filed paperwork to get the fight and get the ball rolling. The same thing that Jerron Ennis could have did. Fast forward, if Jerron Ennis wanted to fight Terrence Crawford for the WBO title, he wouldn't have took the interim belt and fought Karen Chekizan, because if you go to his promoter that's deceased now, Cameron Duncan, he did an interview on the boxing scene. Anybody that's listening to this and go on the boxing scene and pull it up, they said that he was fighting for the interim title because they wanted to be elevated to the world champion.
He did say that. I read that article. Yes, sir.
This article was February 17, 2023.
Yes, sir.
Because they were expecting Spence to move up and fight Keith Thurman at 154 to serve as WBC mandatory.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when people talk about, oh, he didn't have an option to fight Terrence Crawford in the WBO. Yes, he did. That was the first one, because he didn't have to fight Karen Chekizan for an interim belt for the IBF. He was already the mandatory challenger when he knocked off Custio Clayton.
Yes, sir.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So like they just, Cass is just pushing a narrative to try and make it seem like he's being ducked in some shape, form, or fashion. You know what I mean? And that's not accurate. You know what I mean?
I agree. And I agree. And I think that Boots is a tremendous talent. But like I say, sure, I'm not taking no shots at Boots per se. And I'm just saying the people, y'all keep bothering Bud about Boots. And I'm saying it, and Boots ain't bothering Bud. That's all I'm saying. Y'all keep saying that.
The people that's in position that's moving them, a certain type of way, like this is what they got scripted out for him, and just like I keep telling them, like at some point you gonna have to do something on your own. You can't keep sitting around making videos about Terrence Crawford.
Exactly. And I want to say this is the strongest evidence, bro. When they did the Gillian Wallow show, they thought they was doing something by calling Boots on the phone, family. They called Boots on the phone, and Boots said, okay, yeah, okay. I mean, Bud said, well, what did you do to make the fight? What representative, because they big time people, what representative of yours reached out to any of mine? Boots didn't have nothing to say. He didn't have nothing.
When they was on the phone, he said you fought Avenesian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well he fought Avenesian because Avenesian was available. You wasn't available to fight.
And
you can't try because that's a YouTube narrative that they bring up that former Errol Spence fans was mad and bring up, oh, you fought Avenesian. Like Avenesian had just beat the shit out of Josh Kelly and made him move up to 154 pounds. Josh Kelly was a contender at welterweight,
and now he's a contender for the WBO title at 54.
Yeah, so saying Avenesian name like he was some type of a duck to avoid your eye, and it's like that's not a fact. You feel what I'm saying? And even when you know the situation with when they called his team and asked him, Terrence Crawford is willing to fight y'all. He don't got a dancing partner right now. You feel what I'm saying? Whether it was the contract, any terms was talked about, et cetera, et cetera. The fact of the matter is, you got the man, you got the pound for pound king right there, and he don't got nothing going on. Your handler is the president of the network. You make that fight happen for your fighter.
I'm saying, I'm saying, and man, come on, man. That man didn't want to even why Boots wasn't even at the fight. I don't know what was going on around the time that Boots fight. Was he in training camp or something? The man wasn't at the fight.
He fought 2 weeks before Crawford did. He fought Roman Villa 2 weeks before Crawford did.
Oh, and wasn't in attendance. Wasn't in attendance.
His team was there because they was woofing that Keith Thurman. They was talking crazy to Keith Thurman. They ain't say nothing to Team Crawford though.
Oh, at the fight.
At the fight.
Oh, okay. So like I said, not one person came over and congratulated the kid. Didn't nobody say nothing. I didn't even see an Enos t-shirt nowhere. You understand? So I mean, come on, man. So obviously they were staying far away from Crawford as they could, man. They
just like I've been saying, at the end of the day, man, if Boots and Crawford get it on, it'll just be for the simple fact that it's a grudge match. You feel what I'm saying? Like far as all that talking, like we got your belt, come get it back. Like Errol Spence blood on that belt, and you didn't put it on there. So
yes,
just keep it like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Man, I appreciate you.
For sure.
Yes, sir. My guy, he had some good talking points in there. He had some good things to say. And like I say, I'm not talking down on Boots. I'm just saying, come on, man. When you want something, you're going to go get it, man. When you want something, you're going to go get it. So again, these are all people talking. It's not Boots talking. Boots ain't talking about the fight. Every time you ask Boots, put a microphone in his face, he's saying, I will fight Crawford. I will. Every time you ask him, he said, I want to fight Spence. He never did nothing. Like I say, the man never showed up. I didn't see an Enos t-shirt. The man didn't come back in the back room and congratulate the kid, ask for his chance then. Ain't said nothing, ain't reached out to him, ain't called him on the phone. Because now, like I say, Bud don't talk bad about fighters. Bud love fighters and respect fighters and still haven't demeaned the fighter yet. So you know what I'm saying? It's all love. Like he told the kid after that, it's always been love. You understand? And Enos is no different. So you know what I'm saying? Make it make sense. That's all I'm saying. Make it make sense. You can't want something for somebody more than they want it for themselves. All right. So let's go. Mike Wilson, what'd he say? Let's go 402 in here. Of course, you got Boss Man in there. You got Luke Colazzo says, what's up, Bernie? No matter the time, I'm with you. Appreciate you. Go ahead. Go ahead, family. You reached the Bernie the Boxer show. Go ahead.
Yeah, Bernie, this is the villain, man. I'm going to make it make sense for you, man, since everybody want to talk about the end of goddamn 2022. Virgil Ortiz turned down the goddamn fight.
Yes.
So Bud Nim and BLK Prime went to goddamn Bozzy Ennis, man, and he said, we'll do the fight, but we got to talk to our damn people. Fuck your people. Your people ain't around right now. So instead of them taking the goddamn fight, they said they going to take the easy route and went to the IBF. That's what the fuck happened. They went to the IBF, and then Bud putting hands on goddamn, what the fuck is his name, Spence, by Bud putting hands on Spence, that's the reason why they took the goddamn easy route, because Bud made it look so goddamn easy.
Well, I know. Let me say, hold on. Let me put everything in perspective. You know, we took the Abenesian fight. Of course, you know what I mean.
No, the Abenesian came after Spence. Bozzy Ennis said we got to talk to our people. That's how come I said fuck your people.
Well,
talking about Showtime and now.
Yeah, which is understandable. You know, man, I'm telling you, when they pay you, you got to kind of do what they say. And I want to say this. I'm not, and I wanted, you know.
They ain't had no damn signed contract with them.
Well, they was in business with them, but if those people really believed in boots like that, they would have made it happen. If they believed in boots like that, everybody was trying to put down Crawford, or he ain't this and he ain't got that, and this guy's supposed to be super this and super that, they would have put the fight. They would have made the fight happen. So, like you said, but this is what I'm trying to say too. Still, when they called they call Bozy and the fella up there on the show, they called him on television. And they both turned down the fight and couldn't prove nothing. So how they want the fight so bad? And the man said, we turned down the fight. And the other fella said, what Boo say? We never reached out. They never reached over there. Bud said, well, how did you try to make the fight? Then he told him to go back to sleep. Boy, you sleepy. Boy, you sleepy. Boy, you sleepy. And all his fans, y'all still said, you think a man gonna talk to Bud like that? All right. You think a man gonna talk to Bud like that? You think a man, when they gonna call Bud up and catch him up and say this and say that? You can't. You understand? So, man.
Another thing I want to say right quick, Burn, before I let you continue with the show is, the only thing I ain't like about the Bud and goddamn Spence fight is, I wish the referee wouldn't have never stopped that shit, because I was in awe how many times Earl got his ass up, first of all.
Yeah.
And secondly, if the referee would allow him to continue to get his ass whooped, they wouldn't be talking about no goddamn rematch. It wouldn't have been no discussion if he'd just let him finish getting his ass whooped until they threw that towel in. But that's all I wanted to say, man. Love, man.
Appreciate you, family. Minnesota in the house. But listen, I definitely agree with my guy, man. No, I disagree with my guy. No. They should have stopped it around before, man. That man took a beating, man. Like I say, I just watched Larry Merchant, and he said it was otherworldly. That's Larry Merchant. Come on, bro. Listen, we talking about guys who've been in there. This man, Farrakhan, did a speech. You ain't never seen no fight. This ain't no fight spark that much interest in a fight or transcend since Joe Louis Max Schmeling? God damn. Joe Louis Max Schmeling that long? When you seen a fight like that take on that type of life? When you seen a fight like that take on that type of life, man? Man, like I say, they was doing sermons on the fight. They went to the pulpit with it. All right. The kid inspires them to go to the pulpit. Man, they did a whole month. All right. So like I said, man, listen, you know, I got so much going on. Let me get it in there. They say, Hollywood Central said Midwest Business, much love, Bernie. It's gonna help you get the payoff on this YouTube this year, man. Okay, Norman, they said on one early. Let's go, Relly. You know it. Full text, what he say? Sub Bernie. Showtime saw snooze, Bernie the Boxer Team Crawford Insider. Yeah. Pat Cannon, what he say? He says, what's up, Bernie? Can't wait to see the kid back in that. Man, come on, we itching. You see, we out there. We got Keyshawn getting up out there, and kid went out there. He ain't got nothing to do but train. So we out there getting ready. Huh? We take them lottie-dottie. Anybody. Yeah, that's me. You know what that mean? Brave as a bear. That's what that means. Brave as a bear. Go check. Go do your research on Bernie. You know, huh? What they say? He said, man, I heard so much about you when I seen you. I said, where the rest of you at? Okay. Newsby, he says, talk to him, Bernie. Why they not asking those questions? Man, come on. Because they ass kissers and dick suckers. Because they ass kissers and dick suckers. Everybody want to kiss his ass and be up in his ass, man. Ain't nobody put no wood to that, ain't no fire to that man. Come on. Ain't nobody put no fire to that man. Shh. Via Cash, one of my day ones. Appreciate you. Said, what's good, Bernie? Boots is great, but he's had a few off performances, like when he fought the guy on the tank car. There's levels to this. I agree. So again, like I'm saying, come on. He looked like shit against that fella. And then they put him in there with that Vila, who didn't throw no punches. He wasn't aggressive. Standing there, straight target. Just standing there, a target practice for Boots. So, man, come on. He signed it up for it. But like I said, he didn't know where that boy, the other fella, was at. The other boy was boxing his ears off, had him frustrated, had him swinging and missing, had him looking out at the crowd, and that boy wasn't on his bicycle. That boy wasn't on his bicycle like that. They say that man was giving angles and turning that man. That's what he did. He kept turning that man. That's what he was doing with Boots. He was turning that man, okay? He was turning that man. School of Seals says, didn't Blue Blood try to make the Crawford fight before Boots at BL? Man, Blue Blood ain't hitting no shit, man. Blue Blood ain't making no deals happen. I don't care what they say. Blue Blood ain't making no deals happen, bro. Blue Blood ain't making no deals happen. Nah, he ain't trying to make no, because Blue Blood can't make no deals. Shout out to Blue Blood, though. GK Black says Danny should have stepped up or passed the torch to Boots since that's his Philly brother. Listen, and then they got what they talking about? Danny talking about TLF. Yeah, but why you didn't fight him? Get your ass out of here. Why you ain't fight? That's a great fight. You got all these, but you ain't fight him. Why? Doghouse 3313 says, saying you want everybody ain't saying you want Bud. Exactly. In my DB3 voice, exactly. Easy Bands official, so they dropped out of WO instead of petition to fight against. But didn't they? Bendel said it became clear at 12/20/22 that Virgil was pursuing the WO route. Yes, sir. And immediately after Boots made it known that he was going to IBF route, although he was next in line for the WO mentor. Like I said, who gonna wait on? How you gonna look at something? How you gonna look at something and say, well, obviously, if I'm 3 and 1 and 2 is vacant or inactive, how they gonna hold that? How you gonna change that? That's when you go, right? If 1 and 2 is gone for whatever reason, that moves you up, right? I would think so. Or at least you got a case to say, listen, those guys don't want the fight. How can I get in to make the fight? How can I get in to make the fight? Be WBO and IBF mandatory. Now you got 2 now you halfway in there. It's only 4 portions of the championship. Now you viable for 2 of them. But no. I won't take Earl Spence because I feel like he's the easier fighter and everybody kissing his ass like he's some superstar. Okay. What happened to that superstar? Sitting on the sidelines, you ain't seen him yet. You ain't seen or heard from Earl Spence yet. They talking about, oh, he was at a party. That motherfucker's at a party where ain't nobody at the motherfucking party. Ain't nobody asked him no question. Ain't nobody putting no microphone in his face. Ain't asking. We still ain't got an interview from Earl Spence since the fight happened. How you feeling, champ? Nothing. Get your ass out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Chad Rick Hill says, Bernie, anyone who knows boxing should know that Bud will whip him. If you watch how simple movement, man, had fight confused. Exactly. And Bud hit like a truck. Boy, what? Did you hear what Freddie Rojas said? Man, his body shots. What? The sweet science, huh? And we the best at it, huh? We got our PhD, huh? Shit. We got our PhD. School of Seals, why Boo say he was trying to fight Bud since 2018? Ooh, now you know that's cap. Come on, you got to put on one of them cowboy hats. Shout out to my boy KD. You understand? You're gonna have to put on a cowboy hat. You know they call it what? 10 gallon, a 15 gallon, a 30 gallon. Shit, big cap, huh? The whole family can sit up under there. The whole Enos family can get underneath that hat. Shit. The whole Enos family can go underneath that motherfucker and hide. Bendel says no Bloom try to make fight with Boots after the Boots Karen fight. Okay. Listen, first of all, at the same time, again, Boots is mandatory challenger. But listen, man, come on, man. This man ain't look spectacular in nothing. He passed the eye test, but he ain't look like nothing. What challenge have he passed? Clayton was scared to death. The dude you just named, the dude that they chucked, he gave him fits, turned him around, left his mind, couldn't even focus on the fight, so worried about what the crowd think. What's his name? What's the other fella's name? The small guy that he knocked out? Okay, he was too small. Limpiness didn't have one snowball chance in hell. Too short, too slow, too everything. Come on now. Come on now. Listen, the best thing they better do is wait for Bud to start showing signs of slowing down. Great point, Bernie. Talk that boxing talk. Why would he take the fight? Great points. And again, like I say, they offered us $10 million. I think that was our highest payday up to that time. They offered us $10 million, and we ain't got to stay with them. Okay, $10 million. Yeah. We've been champion of the world for 5 years. Been asking for all of them. They knew us in the amateurs. We was all buddies hanging out on a USA team, but they ain't gonna throw me no bone. Everybody got something to say about me. Come on now. Now you gonna offer me $10 million to fight this guy? Yeah. Okay, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. But after that, like I say, where I'm at, we wanted Spence, but they dropped out. That's why we took up this guy. Y'all trying to play us. You said the fight was gonna happen on this time, then you did it. Nah, y'all been playing it for 5 whole long years. So what we gonna do is when you get yourself together, we gonna rack this $10 million up. We gonna get another fight in. We gonna stay sharp. And then when you and what exactly what we did, and he did what he did and took a beating for it. Okay, and took a beating for it. And I ain't no disrespect to Earl Spence. That's just the truth. You understand? And all that shit he was talking, I shouldn't give him no mercy. But it's the God in me. You understand? It's the God in me. Okay. All right. What'd he say? Easy Bands officials. Boost took the IBF route because Espinoza promised him the vacant belt. And that's sad. So y'all talking that shit, and he did say that. They did say that. Espinoza needed a replacement after Spence and Bud moved up. No way he risked Boots against Bud before recouping his investment. Now you're talking. The same thing I said about Teofimo Lopez. Come on now. Same thing I said about Teofimo Lopez. And to speak about, I'm saying, why, if you Devin Haney, why wouldn't you fight Teo? Y'all already linked together. It's the same thing. Y'all already close. You already did business together. Okay, we did 3-fight deal. Okay, how did that go? Went pretty well. Okay. So now what's next? Teo moved up. Now you move up. They still ain't making the fight with Teo. Or Teo ain't trying to make the fight with Devin. Man, get y'all pussy. They pussies. These guys today are pussies and fuddy-duddies. Crawford is a throwback. You better love him and respect him and cherish him while he's here. Because they don't make him like that no more. Bendel, you said it. Hit the like button. Unless you hear on some hate shit. Appreciate you, Bendel. Do a couple things for me. Do the like and do the subscribe and do the share. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? Do the share. I appreciate everybody in chat. I can't believe I got this many people in the daytime. I guess y'all really ain't got nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? Something to listen to. I did not think that. I wasn't worried about how many people. I had to do a job. All right. Sean Palmer says, salute, Bernie. Appreciate you, baby. Midwest Box says, Bernie, I was a Spence fan for 10 years. I still am, but I'm a big Bud fan. He turned me. I think Bud stops Tim. Great assessment. And again, like I say, Earl Spence is a hell of a fighter, tremendous fighter. I'm an Earl Spence fan too. You understand? It is what it is. He was in our way. And when you're in our way, you get mowed over. Huh? Kyron John says Porter was his last mandatory. So what did that say? The IBF didn't have a mandatory in 4 years. Stop lying, Bernie. Be honest. What the fuck is this guy talking about? What are you talking about? That don't even make sense. How the fuck? Hold on, wait a minute. What kind of shit is this sense? He said Porter was his last mandatory. All right. So after one mandatory, don't nobody be no mandatories? It always got to be a mandatory. It's always when you a champion, everybody wants your head. It's always a mandatory. What the fuck you talking about? Fuck you talking about? What the fuck you saying? Why the fuck is everybody ranked if ain't gonna be no mandatory? You make that make sense. Call in and tell me what the point of having rankings if ain't nobody gonna merge as the mandatory. Okay. 4 years? So he ain't got to fight nobody for 4 years because he ain't got no mandatory? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Make it make sense. School of Skills. Blue approached Team Ennis and they got exposed. All he had to do was walk over to BO paper. I don't know. All I know is the facts. When they called Bud up, when they called that fella on the phone, he was lost for words. Now let's replay that. Somebody pull that conversation up. Ain't nobody pulling that up. I keep y'all. Let's like I said with Bud when they was talking about pull out all them excuses them niggas had. Ain't nobody did that. I still ain't got that. I still want to see that. I still would like to see that. I wish I was savvy. I love to see them like a you know, they do the like a record. You know what I'm saying? Man, you got his excuse, 1,000 excuses. You can go back to back. You can pull them up. And sometimes they had 2 and 3. Sometimes they changed their mind. But every time they had an excuse, boy. Did none of them say, let's fight? Did none of them say, I'll touch his chin? Did nobody say he ain't that good? Did nobody say I'll beat his? No, they all is this. He over there. He ain't got that. He ain't. But the man was already fighter of the year and on the pound for pound list at the top. I can't even think of a time when Bud was damn near below 5. We've been champ for 10 years. Now do your research on that, fella who doing the mandatory or doing them rankings. Go tell me when Bud was less than 5. All right. And where them other fellas was at? They wasn't on there. They wasn't on there because when you pound for pound, you understand? You either got to dominate your weight class in a way with worthy challenges, or you got to do something. You got to jump weight. You got to challenge yourself. That's what pound for pound is. You understand? They gave that to Sugar Ray Robinson, you know, because he was pound for, you understand? Jumping weight classes. He didn't go from 47 to 54. He went 47 to 60 and still weighed 157. When he fought Joey Maxson for the light heavyweight title, that's exactly what he weighed, 157. Ooh, okay. All right. School of Skills. Okay. GK Black says, Boost big fight is Virgil. Needs to move up to 54 in the weight. Says, listen, and like I'm saying, okay. Yeah, man. Come on. When Sugar Ray Leonard couldn't find no suitable challengers at 47, he fought Abel Kabul for the 54-pound title. Sweet Pea did the same thing. While he was the worldweight champion, he moved up and won the WBA title from Vasquez. What's his name? I forget his name. I think his last name was Vasquez, something like that. I think he only lost 1 fight at the time, or he probably was undefeated, like 50-something and 0. Okay. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You can't be sitting around waiting and say, what have you done for me lately? All right. Appreciate everybody in the chat again. Ready for R. What does that mean? What do he say? Will Bud activate his WO route for Tim? I don't know, but like I say, we've already there. Bud is the man. We ain't got to activate no mandatory. When Bud call out, that's what's going to happen. You understand? When Bud say that's what's going to happen. Bud is the man now. He can pick and choose wherever he wants. And again, like I say, why not Tim Tszyu? Got a big following, got a big punch, come from a fighting family, from a his father was a Hall of Famer and was on American television. Tim Tszyu made his bones on American television. Okay, you tell me a big fight that he had in Australia. I could have swore him and Zab Judah fought in the United States. I could have swore him and he lost to Vince Phillips early in his career on HBO. I could have swore that was in the United States. He beat Sean Bay Mitchell for the championship in the United States. He beat Julio Cesar Chavez in the United States. Yeah, in the United States. He might have went to England and got beat by Ricky Hatton, or he might have had the Ricky Hatton fight in England. I don't know, but Tszyu got a name in the United States. Of course, his home country gonna claim him, but he got a reputation in the United States. So the Tszyu name is big in the United States. Okay, yeah. The Zoo name is big in the United States. Now, somebody brought up their Instagram followers. Who give a fuck about Instagram followers for real? Who give a fuck about Instagram followers for real? Okay, Boots more popular probably in that realm. As far as that, people want to. Zoo don't do nothing. I don't even follow Zoo. I ain't seen him nothing. I ain't seen him post nothing. But Boots got fancy videos, hitting the pads, trying to look like Mayweather's and stuff like that. So he got something to look at. And everybody want to do, all they want to do is look. Don't nobody want to ask no question. They don't want to investigate. Everybody just, yes, kissing ass. Why? Because he from Philly? Because he got a beard? What? I'm still waiting on a wicked knockout. I'm still waiting on a complete performance. Shit, man, get the fuck out of here, boy. Daring to be great, my ass. All right. Matt Bill say B&B all day. Okay, aspects and angles. You understand? Yeah, do that. Aspects and angles. Check it from every angle. That man don't want it with Bud Crawford. Y'all better stop doing it. Y'all do listen. I had a fella say this. Speaking of that, y'all gonna talk him into an ass whooping. I had a fella. I was in school one time, and I was a gang member at one point, and we had a ride at the school, and it was a all-out brawl. Well, I got punched. Yeah, somebody blindsided me. I don't know who it was. Somebody blindsided me. That's okay. I don't give a damn. So I get there to school the next day, and everybody's talking about this guy, what he want to do to me. I sees him. I said, well, okay, well, I catch him in the bathroom. I say, well, what's happening? Everybody said you want it with me. What's up? Oh, no, I don't want it. Okay. Well, about lunchtime, halfway through the school day, everybody talking about, oh, he said he want it. Everybody said, oh, he want it. All right. Took that man down that YMCA, punched him in the eye one time. Sent him holding his eye, let him stand there. All the girls watching, everybody was supposed to be homeboys watching. And then when I went up on the hill, I told him, why y'all do that to that man? Why y'all put that man in that trick back, man? Why y'all send that man over here, man, for a beating, man? Don't do it. And that's exactly what y'all doing. Y'all talking too much for that man. That man ain't said nothing. When they put him on the phone, he was lost for words. That still ain't no good for you. So you know what that means. You hate the truth, okay? And you hate Bud, okay? And he is the truth. All right. So what I say, D Young says, Carol Johnson, that's not the point he's making. He's simply saying, why didn't he dope you out? You niggas make $1 million, but always saying Bud ducking somebody. Exactly. Now look, you don't get that. You don't get that feeling from Bud and nothing. From everything that we said. Let me say that. Let me start again. Let me give you a brief history. Number one in the amateurs, right? Okay. Not signed to a big contract. Okay. Finally get the signed contract. We had 10, 12 fights, 13 fights. Okay. They say, okay, well, you really wasn't going to fight. This guy was going to fight for the title. Did y'all forgot that? Prescott was going to fight for the title. You understand? Prescott was going to fight for the title till that fella got hurt, right? WBA title or something like that, F40, right? So he was a contender for the world championship. We got 13 fights. Ain't okay. We take the fight on a week notice and we move up and wait and dominate. Okay. Do that. Go fight a couple more guys. We fought Sanabria, who was a good fighter, had a huge record. Made him do a flip. So, okay, not only, okay, you can discount the guy, whoever he was, but look at the performance we put on. We made the man, we faked him with the jab and hit him with a hook and made him do a flip. Come on, bro. Okay, so then we go, where we go? Then we got to travel to dreary-ass Scotland to fight a 3-division, at the time, a 2-division world champion, long reigning, might I have you, very popular in his hometown, and beat the stew out of him. Okay. Then they say, well, you want to fight in your hometown? Well, it ain't going to be against Joe Smo. You're going to fight Yorkis Gamboa, who happens to be campaigning at the lightweight division. Not thinking about Bud, because he's on his own path. He's already been a superstar. He already been in superstardom. He's already been a unified champion. He's already been a feared person. He's the WBA interim champ, whatever the fuck you call that, whatever. I don't give a fuck. He was already a world. Okay, he's fighting at 135. You understand? He's fighting at 135. We're campaigning at 135. He's in our way to say, well, you got to give him a shot. No problem. We come out with fight of the year, become fighter of the year, and put on a classic performance. Okay? And the list goes on. All right, let's go. Come on now. So when you talking about what? They said we wasn't going, Horn wasn't going, he was too big, too strong. We made it our purpose to bully him. Huh? They said Spence was so strong. You see the way we shoved him in the second round or third round? Get your bitch ass over there. All right. Yeah. Okay, so we disproved that myth. So again, we in the, all right. You see, buddy, he out there, he with whoever. You understand where it's the golf course? Was it Dez Bryant? You just seen him on there with Dez Bryant. The man said, go get a football. And I'm not a football player like that, but I will challenge you in football. But we scared of a fight? When? How? Why? This is what I do. I make mincemeat out of motherfuckers. They say they can beat my ass. That's my job. That's what I do. That's my specialty. I specialize in that. That go back from the beginning to Richie Baltazar. That go back to the rest of them, all of them. Who gonna beat him? Jesse Carradine. All of them. What? That's what we do. Oh, he too good. He did. See that? Okay. Show me where he at then. I want a direct line to him. You understand? Huh? Make sure he eat his Wheaties. I want him in his best condition. That's where we come from. All right. Okay. So what I got? Man, I got 100. Boy, we going. What'd he say? Easy Band said it was even a breakdown. He was even breaking down. If it was a power puncher, he could have finished Boots with counters. He definitely could have stunned him because he was. Oh, you good observation. Green says Boots gonna have to fight Bud up off of him. That's not gonna be a boxing match. Crawford fans, we need the fade with Boots and Bud, but Crawford stops him. Oh, well, like I say, again, I'm not discounting the fact that that's a viable fight, and I think it'll be a very entertaining fight. I think it's a big fight. But all I'm saying is this: you can't want nothing for a man more than he want himself. You understand? And put the blame on where the blame is at, and that's on them at they do. You know, you can't knock a guy who like Crawford, who has been, kicked out, pushed around. You know what I'm saying? Try to neglected. You know what I'm saying? And who fought his way up, by his own bootstraps. You can't knock this guy, and he beat the guy y'all said everybody thought he couldn't beat. Okay. So now, listen, we still fighting a viable, tough guy. You talking about Azu got a lot of attributes too. Boost. I mean, like I say, at least this guy fought better competition. He's had different multiple styles. Boots been fed all bums. All bums. It ain't his fault. But like I say, when they put him in there with the guy, the Chizekian dude, what he look like? Trash. Then they put him in there with Vila, who stand right in front. Okay, he look like $1 million. So what that tell you? When we ain't look like $1 million. Our worst fight is better than best performance. Our worst fight is better than Boost's best performance. All right. Okay. So like I say, listen, Bud Crawford, we really want to move up and fight Charlo because he got that ring magazine we wanted. We want to be 3-time undisputed champion. You understand? In 3 different weight classes. 4. No, that's 4. That's 2 undisputeds. That'd be 4 ring magazines. And I seen a fellow who said T.O. was undisputed. No, he wasn't undisputed. But let me say this. He is the champion at 140. Bud was the champion at 35, at 140, and now he's the champion at 147. Now, if he beat Charlo, again, he ain't got to be undisputed. He won't be undisputed, but he'd be the ring magazine champion. 4 ring magazines. How many people done that in this era of boxing? Period. How many people done that? All right. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Zoo, a huge fight, a different test. Somebody different, young, ambitious. Cool. And like I'm saying again, we ain't ruling out Boots. Now, if somebody want to offer the money, because that's where we at now. If somebody believe in Boots, they tell them to put the money up. Tell them to make it make sense. Tell them to put the money up. I would say this. I'm just talking because it's not my business like that. But you at least got to bring us what you made in our last fight. At least that or more. We need at least what we made off our last fight or more. Or more. If you want the fight to happen, get over there and talk to them sheiks. They got money. The man just said he want to see everything happen. Well, it's a dream fight, right? Get on there and do whatever you got to do. He should be doing that. Tell them folks, I can beat him. I can beat him. I can beat him. Put your money on me. I'm going to beat him. Do something. Ain't nobody doing nothing. They sitting around twiddling their thumbs and they holding that rinky-dink ass belt. Throw that motherfucker in the trash. Throw that motherfucker in the trash. Shit. Throw that motherfucker in the trash. He still ain't fought, ain't got no fight lined up. Fight somebody. Shit, we fought Ebenezer. He was number 6 by the Ring magazine. At least fight somebody in that motherfucker. Ain't nobody gonna fight you. I doubt that. I doubt that very seriously. If that Chizekin fella got in there, if Villa got in there, okay, we can get somebody else in there. Stay busy, champ. Keep making your case, fella. You understand? Keep making your case, fella. That's all I can say. Keep making your case, fella. Shit, that's what y'all need to do. Keep making your case, fella. Yeah. Keep making your case, fella. All right. QT, why Boost go to WO? Why ain't T.O. petitioning for Crawford? Like I said, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. I was watching The View today for a short time. They were talking about the politics, but they say now any old body can just comment on anything. Anybody can say anything. That's how it is now. You understand? Freedom of speech is at an all-time high. You understand? You can do it on YouTube. You go on Instagram. You can do it on every platform known. You can say whatever you want to say and get it out. And Teofimo ain't lost on words. You understand? Ain't lost on words. But again, when Bud see the man in his face, where he go? He turned his head. He looked down. He go the other way. Man, get out of here, boy. He said you should boycott him. You should boycott him. He should be killed for impersonating a fighter. Shout out to Sonny Liston for impersonating a fighter. Shit. For impersonating a fighter. Shit. Okay. We still going. Fotex, what'd he say? What Fotex say? Fotex says, then how did Rocha get the Mando shot but stepped aside for Undisputed? Remember, Boots was 1 and Rocha was 4. Good stuff. Monarch King says, cooking lunch for the casuals, I see. You know I will, huh? I got that Bud stew I'm brewing, huh? I got that Bud stew I'm brewing. Let me say this about, they say this about, this is my cousin say. He said you couldn't melt them niggas down and pour them on me. You understand? You can't melt them niggas down and pour them on me. That's how it is about Bud. You can't melt them niggas down and pour them on me. That's how far they want to stay away from me. Huh? Come on. T-Pitt says, Bernie, man, you know damn well that Boost Fights is living off painting narratives that Bud and other fighters are scared of him. Exactly. Like I say, you got to have substance over style. You got to have substance over style. They don't bring nothing from no old school. These niggas want attention. These niggas is sad and pathetic and want glory and want fake glory. And man, look, like I say, I'm coming. Listen, and everybody ain't no historical or personal, not coming from that. But when you coming from something, how can you not? How can you not pay homage to your ancestors? You understand? How can you not? If you're trying to be great, how can you not walk in those footsteps? Let me say this again. Joe Louis was the world champion when he got knocked out by Max Schmeling before he won the title. He said, I still don't feel like champ. I still don't feel like champ. That's 1937. You understand? How many years ago was that? You got the great John L. Sullivan, the first heavyweight champion under modern, was it Jim Corbett? Either way, when they handed him the belt, he said, I wouldn't put that thing around the neck of a goddamn dog. I don't need no belt. I'm John L. Sullivan. I'm the Boston Strong Boy. I can lick any son of a bitch in the house. Now say that. That's what I'm talking about. Bum. What that belt gonna do? What that belt gonna do? You ain't no champion. You a champion. Get out of here. I don't want it. Keep it over there. I don't need no fucking belt. I don't need no fucking belt. Like I said, Barrera didn't have no belt. They didn't have no belt. He was a Ring Magazine champ. They didn't give it to him. They finally gave it to him. He need no belt. Huh? I don't need no belt. The people's champion. That means something. The people's champion. Bum, you ain't no people's champion. Get out of here. Yeah, now I'm talking shit to Boots. You ain't no people's champion. You ain't no fucking people's champion. Get your ass out of here. The fuck out of here, nigga. Call him on the phone. Shit. Call him on the phone. Every time they talk about, oh, I will. Nigga, you were lost for words. Nigga, you was lost for words when they put you on the phone. How many times they ain't gonna play the clip? They won't even pull the clip up. They might have threw the shit away where you can't even pull it up no more. Edit out where you can't even see it. And that's y'all champion. And that's y'all champion. And that's y'all champion. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That's y'all champion. Yeah, never my champion. Never my champion. Hold on, who took my line? Mr. Perfect, that's me. Bernie said these dummies have no clue about boxing. They are the reason the fake moves exist in boxing. And you know what I want to say this too? I swear to God, I was thinking, like I said on the last time I was talking to Mill City, listen, man, I don't know why y'all think everybody can talk boxing. I see all these motherfuckers popping up. All these motherfuckers talk about boxing. I see them with their little boxing shit in the background. They got belts, they got gloves, they got posters and shit. But I ain't had nothing, no boxing. Ain't did nothing, no boxing. Ain't did nothing, no boxing. Don't know no boxers, don't run with no boxers, ain't doing nothing but sitting around like The View talking. Getting every other nigga on there with interviews talking about something they don't know nothing about. Nothing. Just straight talking like hoes. Man, everybody, man, that's how saturated this shit is right now. You understand? And I like to say, ever since I did it, motherfuckers think everybody could do it. Everybody can't do it. Man, I was Golden Glove champ. Nigga, I was ranked top in the country. I was a professional. Huh? I've been with the Pound for Pound King since he was 7. Huh? I've been to California. I've been all them places fighting, sparring world champions and top fighters in the gyms. Them bums talking, where they been? Nowhere. Man, get out of here. Boy, I'll tell you. Okay, so listen, everybody got something to do. You feel me? We can't be on here all day. So anyway, yo boy Mambo, appreciate you. I'm just giving my shout outs and I'm gonna get up out of here. I got Cypher Supreme. I got yo boy Mambo, appreciate you. I got School of Skills. I got Dolomite. What do you say? He wrote a long spin. Let me say. Bud, my guy, tell him to stop allowing Spence and Boost to waste his time. Beautiful. I ain't want to read no more. Thank you. Appreciate you. Like I say, I got Dolomite in there. I got QT. I got Larry Lopez. I got Easy Band's official, of course. A Pen of Boxing with Alden Johnson. Okay. Cooking with CR Senior. Pito Frescabar. Okay. So listen, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Let me give some super shout out to my boy Donnell with the accuracy ball, www.acball.com. Shout out to BNB as a whole. Shout out to Team Crawford. You understand? And still, even though, so what? I'm a trendsetter myself, huh? I always make them. They think they can do it. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm an inspiration. I say that without tooting my own horn. So yeah. Keep pushing the sport forward. Go ahead. Keep them talking about boxing. Somebody got to keep them talking at least. They say if they talking, that's good. If they ain't talking, that's bad. Okay? So they still talking. Okay, so with that said, man, I ain't got no more to say, man. I'm gone. I said, I'm gone. I just hope that you miss me. I'm gone.